Welcome to a new Daily Top Askreddit video. Today's topic.
Have you ever broken up with a man because of his penis? If so, why? A friend of mine broke up with her BFBC. He used his penis to bang her friend. Yeah, that'll do it. My friend was constantly being broken up with very quickly by almost every woman. Or not getting callbacks after hooking up. We finally got a frank answer from one. After he attempted dating one of my wife's bestie. She says, "It's really tiny, but not just tiny, it's really skinny too." Then proceeds to show us her pinky finger and said, "It's literally this skinny and small." This was later confirmed by another friend, who also used the pinky finger analogy. Ouch. I knew a guy in college, bartender at a local bar, and that was about how big he was. How did I know? He slept with like every one of my friends. Dude had game. That's the difference. He knew he couldn't wow anyone in that department, so he made up for it in other ways. Sounds like he was a cunning linguist. I remember a thread years back where a guy mentioned that he used to have a micropenis but a doc discovered it was normal size, just not descended, and he had it repaired. And then another guy on the thread who said he had a micropenis started talking with him, and apparently they DM'd for the second guy to get the doc's info. I always wondered how things turned out. They cut a tendon at the top, base of the penis. This can add an inch or so and is one of the most common treatments for a micropenis. Technically 3 inches is normal and anything less is micro. Removed. Homie still must have lots of confidence if he's constantly being broken up with, meaning he's constantly getting laid. Good for him lol. He did. He was very hungry in that department. He was always on Tinder and would sometimes have multiple encounters a day. And would brag about not bathing in between. EW, closing parenthesis dot. Almost all encounters happened once. And he latched on pretty hard to the few others. But even those fizzled out fast. He moved pre-COVID, and last I talked he has had something stable for months, which is great. Not actually because of his penis. But because he decides to tell me, "Sometimes when I come I shit." Yeah no, right after he jizzed and shit all over my new mattress and acted like it was my fault. Edit. Of course this becomes my highest upvoted comment after 7 years on Reddit. Follow up, some of you seem confused about the timeline of this event. He didn't tell me, by the way, "When I blow my load I'm gonna pinch a loaf off," he told me after the event. Dude nutted and shat, then decided it was a good time to warn me about his defect. Second edit. Showed this to my husband who already knows the story. He said it wasn't fair of me not to include the best detail of the story. I was blowing this motherfucker when it went down. So I got a mouth full of jizz and a nose full of shit. He shizzed your bed? SHIZZAM. Yes but no. I dated a guy whose penis had a very severe curvature, so much so that it caused pain. I asked for us to try positions that would be less painful for me. He was upset and said my request made him self-conscious. He was well aware of the curvature, and always felt insecure about it. And my request, he said, felt like a personal attack. I apologized, and then asked if we were to use the position he preferred. If he could at least go a lot slower. He initially agreed only to get caught up in the moment, and go very hard until I literally yelped and pushed him off me. He then actually cried and asked me why I was being so hurtful. I didn't break up with him because of his penis. I broke up with him because he was selfish and inconsiderate with his penile usage. Edit. I can't believe my most upvoted comment is about a prick who was a prick about his prick. Folks, don't ever be ashamed about your equipment. All that should matter is that you're a caring and attentive partner. And if that's not enough for someone, you should go your separate ways to find persons who will make you both happy. A pot for every lid and all that. And as a breathtaking person once advised, be excellent to each other. Edit 2. A few Redditors have pointed out that my ex may have had a condition called Peyronie's. Thank you, JT Eagle 101, Dunimal and Bifrostbites amongst many others. And it goes without saying that if you have any medical concerns, just in general, doesn't just have to be about your kibbles and bits. Please see a doctor, as what little I read indicates it can sometimes indicate an injury or even an autoimmune disease. https www.niddk.nih.gov/health-information/urologic-diseases/penile-curvature-Peyronie's-disease/complica. TNs. Still others have expressed concern that they may have this condition themselves. And I deeply apologize if my comment made you feel badly in any way. I want to be clear that I never blamed my ex for something he could not control. And if anyone ever makes you feel ashamed about your body and doesn't apologize and or stop when you point it out to them, you should cut them out of your life as soon as you can safely do so. We gotta rock with what we got. So listen to your body and your partner, and try to make sure you both have a safe and good time. He must have been one of those warriors from Hammerfell. Curved cocks. Curved Cox. Yes, I have. Because he never fucking washed it. It took me a few dates to catch on. But after the second time I went to go down on him and everything was all still there from the day before, I decided I was out. A scary thing about the entire thread is how common men that don't wash their penises are. Ick. Yeah, what? Man here. Often it and my ass are the only thing I'll wash if I'm pressed for time. To not wash it seems like insanity. The rest of me can rot and wither. But if my penis does, then I die a true death.